are a fan, we don't have to tell you that video games are taking this country by storm.
In 1980, Americans spent $3.3 billion playing video games.
Something like a sport almost. Parts of it. Coordination and developing patterns.
It lets you release some of your tensions. It lets you think for a minute that you're a part of a spaceship destroying aliens that are attacking the Earth.
Good just to sit down and not have to think for a while and just blow things up. This is a good way of taking out your aggressions without doing any harm.
What's going on, guys? This is ETA Prime back here again. Today I just kind of wanted to show off my Game Room Solutions arcade cabinet. Now I have this powered by a Windows 10 PC. I'm running LaunchBox here, and I freaking love this thing. So I've actually had this cabinet for a while, but at my other house I never really had room to display it anywhere. But I recently moved and I went ahead and broke it out because I really wanted to get this thing up and running again. The front end here is LaunchBox and I'm using the unified theme. Runs really smooth on the PC I have in here, and I'll show you that in a second, but I did want to show you a little bit of gameplay. The only gripe that I have with this cabinet that I received are the hotspots and the buttons. Now, I did a lot of research. I took the buttons apart. The caps inside are different colors. They're a shade off from each other with the blue buttons. So as you can see, it does have hotspots. I should have contacted Game Room Solutions a long time ago, but I recently did. I think it was actually yesterday. And they're sending me over some new blue buttons that won't have these hotspots in them. I'll just go ahead and replace them real quick and we'll be good to go. So I'm going to try out some NeoGeo here. You can get the cabinet kits from Game Room Solutions and I'll leave a link in the description. You will need to provide your PC or a Raspberry Pi, whatever you want to run in here, the monitor, speakers, and an amp. It's super easy to put together. It has cam lockers. Everything comes ready out of the box. You just put a few cams in. Put it all together, mount your screen, and choose the PC you want to use to run your emulators on. I chose a custom NeoGeo kind of vinyl, and this does cost a little extra, but it's well worth it. When you get one of these, you will be blown away by how beautiful it is. I went with blue side molding, as you can see. I originally had a Raspberry Pi in here, but I decided to upgrade to LaunchBox on a Windows 10 PC. I have a lot of small PCs laying around, and the one in here is a very powerful tiny PC. It's actually the Intel Skull Canyon Nook. I did pay $275 on eBay for the PC itself. I did a video on that. I've also done a few videos on this cab while I had a Raspberry Pi inside of it. But I really wanted to upgrade so I could play some awesome MAME games like Killer Instinct. I can also play GameCube and PS2. I do have some Bluetooth controllers that I have connected to this so I could play my games right here on this 22-inch IPS display. It's 1080p and I think it looks really good for a $100 monitor. I do need to move the monitor down about a ½ inch, but that's no big deal. I did install LED strips in the top marquee and I connected them to the button lights themselves. Unfortunately, this isn't the controller that went with the set I have in here. I have 3 kids and they ran off with the other controller. So I'm probably just going to have to order another set of LED strips. They're about $10 on Amazon. The vinyl I chose is not a one-off, but I really love NeoGeo, and this at the time was the only NeoGeo design that he had on his website. I'm sure he's added a lot more. You can opt for something custom if you really want to do it, but I really love NeoGeo, and I think the white and the blue make this cabinet look really, really nice. Here's a quick shot of the internals. Now I do need to do some wire management. I don't have any zip ties at the moment, so I just kind of shoved everything in there. For my speakers, I'm using 2 Sony 3.5-inch speakers with a 35-watt Bluetooth amp. Now it does have a 3.5mm audio jack, But if I want to listen to music and I don't want to shut down the system I'm using, I can just connect my phone to it, play my music directly through those speakers. And the power behind all of this is the Intel Skull Canyon Nook. It's an i7 quad-core CPU with built-in 580 Intel graphics. Now, I know what you're saying, built-in Intel graphics suck. And yeah, for the most part they do, but this little CPU and GPU combo is pretty decent. It does GameCube and PS2 at full speed. It'll even do 3DS pretty well with the new builds of Citra that have the OpenGL plugin built in. It's a pretty beefy little machine, and you can get them for about $250 on eBay right now. So yeah, it's pretty solid. I still need to do a little bit of work. I need to add my PS2, GameCube, and I got a few other systems that I want to get up and running in here. If you guys are interested in picking one of these up, I will leave links to Game Room Solution in the description. And if you're curious about LaunchBox, I definitely recommend trying it out. They just released the new 8.3 update with LaunchBox Next. It is the free version. If you want to use Big Box like you saw here, there is a paid version. It's $50 for a lifetime license, and in my opinion, it's definitely worth it. Really appreciate you guys watching. If you could, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and like always, thanks for watching.